guys, I'm Evelyn. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a super duper amazing day today. So today we're doing a build, but before we get started with that, I want to say a massive thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. So if you don't know what Skillshare is, I am so excited that I get to be the one to introduce you to them because they are an online learning community with over 1,000 different classes for creative and curious people. So people such as you and I. On Skillshare, you can explore your creativity, discover new skills, or maybe improve skills that you already have. They offer classes in, for example, video editing, different Adobe programs, so also Photoshop other than Premiere Pro, interior design, productivity. You can also take classes in self-care, creative writing, how to make a career out of your creativity, and much, much more. One of the classes that I've enjoyed the absolute most, which also shouldn't come as a surprise, is Plants at Home, Uplift Your Spirit and Your Space by Christopher Griffin, also known as Plant Queen. He's just so passionate about plants. Like, I feel like I can feel his joy for plants through the screen as I'm watching. He's also super helpful, of course, and very entertaining too, which is something that I personally find very important when it comes to taking classes. So he had me hooked all the way through that class. And I learned quite a lot in how to take care of my green girls, and yeah, definitely recommend. Skillshare is made for learning, so there are no ads to interrupt you while you're taking a class, and they continuously launch new premium classes as well, so there's always something new to explore and learn. And you can get the annual sub for just $10 a month. Plus, Skillshare have been so generous to give the first 1,000 people who click the link at the top of the description box a free trial so you can go explore your creativity. Thank you again so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's go have some fun in The Sims and build some houses. Or just one house. We'll see. So today we are decorating another apartment. I know that I just said houses or house, but just we're decorating an apartment, it's fine. So anyway, this one, am I losing my voice already this early in the voiceover? That's great. Let's just move on from that. So this one is for a teacher and a toddler. I did kind of imagine there to be a couple living in this apartment. I don't really know what the other sim does. I know that one of them is supposed to be a teacher because that's kind of what I imagine for them. And I think the other one might be something along the lines of a journalist or something like that, but let me know what you think. And yeah, the toddler is basically just doing toddler things all day as they do, so they don't have a career yet, but let me know if you got any ideas for their future. That would be kind of cute. Let me know. So I wanted to make this one very colorful, not super matchy and just have fun with it. I know that I ended up using the same color scheme as I did in yesterday's video. Honestly, I did not think that would happen. I sat here and I was like, so what color scheme can I use that I haven't used for a long time? And I was like, oh yeah, blue and green. I didn't use that in yesterday's video. I used like blue and yellow or something. And then after deciding on the color scheme and placing down everything in the living room, I saw my thumbnail for yesterday's video and it hit me that it's the exact same color scheme. I did not mean to do that. However, the vibe is totally different because we're definitely going for more like modern, mid-century modern kind of vibes for this apartment, whereas the one yesterday was very mismatchy, very eclectic, very thrifty, if you will. So two completely different vibes, and I hope you guys can see that too. I also used some exposed brick, which I don't think I've been using a lot lately, and it does stand out a little bit in this build, but I felt like with the white walls and also with the tiles in the kitchen, it just kind of got a little bit too light. So I wanted something contrasting on one of the walls to kind of just like break that up a little bit. So I decided to go for exposed brick, and I like it. It adds a little touch of something into the interior. So yeah, it's not all like polished and pretty and stuff. Although exposed brick, I love exposed brick. I think it's so pretty, but you guys get what I mean. So yeah, that is what we're doing. And this one is in, oh gosh, I can't see. Is it 131221 Chic Street? So that is where Penny Pizzaz's apartment is by default. It's one of my favorite ones to decorate. I've used this floor plan a couple of times before. I kind of tend to rotate between, or not necessarily rotate, but I have a couple of different ones that I go for this apartment specifically. And this one is probably my favorite one of the ones that I tend to use. So you might have seen this floor plan before, but that depends on whether or not you watch a lot of my videos, of course. But I've definitely used this floor plan in the past. I think I've also, where the parents' bedroom is, I've definitely had the kitchen in there before, but I also had the living room in there before. So it's kind of like, I like the flow of this apartment. It has a lot of edges, or not necessarily like a lot of edges, but there are some edges to work with, which is always great when you're doing floor plans because you kind of want to follow the natural shape of the build, if you get what I mean. So I don't know if I explained that probably before, but hopefully some of you guys will understand. I don't know. I'm not the best explaining things, so like I do my best. Sometimes I literally will not bother, and I feel like a lot of people think that it's because I think they're stupid and just won't get it. That's not it. It's just because I know that I suck at explaining things, so it's on me. Like, the fault is on me. You get what I mean? But yeah, you just follow the natural lines, the natural corners of the shell of the build, and then you can get to kind of like a well-functioning floor plan. So, and this particular shell right here, this apartment, is so good for that because there's a lot of little corners, including the super annoying but also very helpful little elevator, the 2x2 box that's just kind of like cut out of the shell in this apartment. So it's annoying, but it does help when you're making the floor plan. And I appreciate it, but it's still kind of weird and annoying that it's there, but it's fine. Where else to put the apartment, or not the apartment, the elevator. We're all good though. So yeah, I hope you're all having or have had an amazing Saturday. It's kind of coming to an end here in Central Europe, and also if you live in Australia, I hope that you're sleeping very well right now, but when you're listening to this video, I hope that you're having a great Sunday, or if you're watching it later, like, just have a great day, okay? So I personally have not been doing much today. I had to take my brother up to get tested for, you know what, even though there's no risk of either of us having caught it anywhere right now. We do have this thing going on in my country where you need to have a negative test to be able to go eat at a cafe or go to a football match or go to the hairdresser, the gym, so on and so on. So we had to go because he wants to go to the gym. He's never been tested before, so I felt like I was just going to be there for like moral support and get tested too, because he hasn't really seen it been done in person either. So I just made sure that he saw it be done to me first. Does that make sense? So that's basically my Saturday. Super eventful. Then I went home and I recorded this, and now the day is over. What happened? Still gonna do a little bit for tomorrow. I hope that tomorrow's build will be, or not build, but apartment will be a little bit bigger. So, because I know that I was really in the mood to do some smaller apartments here for this week because I just decided to just do apartments this week. I was scrolling through, I think I mentioned this in my first apartment this week, but I was scrolling through my channel like I do sometimes. Sometimes it's fun to see like the changes in the style of thumbnails that you do and stuff. I don't know. It's just fun to look at sometimes. I also like just building up a catalog on a channel. I don't know. If you have a channel, you might understand, but yeah, it's just fun to look at. It's like having a collection of something and you continuously add on to it. So if you're a collector, you might also fully get what I mean. I don't know what other examples I can use, but I'm sure it's relatable to a lot of you guys. But I just like to sometimes scroll through to see the changes and stuff. But then I noticed that I hadn't done any apartments for like a whole month, and I really like to do apartments because you get to fully focus on the interior. So I decided this week I was just gonna do apartments. But now I've done 3 smaller ones, including one that is super tiny. So now I feel like I need to do one bigger one for tomorrow before we move on to something else next week, which I do have an idea for. It's a series that I haven't touched on for a while, so we might continue that for a little bit. It's not the Disney Princess one, not that one, but another one. I don't really have like a full-fledged series going on the channel, but I do have certain kinds of builds that I tend to revisit now and then. So we might do that. If you have any like theme week ideas that you want me to do, let me know in the comments, by the way, because I always write them down. I have like a planner with a lot of note pages on it, not on it. And I write ideas down all the time in that book. So just let me know and I will make sure to take notes and stuff. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do houses next week. So no apartments, although it was fun to kind of jump back into it. I should have maybe done one in, what's it called? Evergreen Harbor as well. I kind of forgot that those existed for a second, or for a whole week apparently. But we're gonna do that some other time. Some other time where I feel like doing more apartments. I'm gonna revisit Evergreen Harbor a little bit as well, so. But this week we just stayed in Myshuno apparently. They don't have any bigger apartments there, so the last one, the one I'm doing tomorrow, I can't build it in Evergreen Harbor. It's definitely gonna be in Myshuno. But hopefully it is fine with you guys, and if you have any theme suggestions for that one, let me know too. So far, I have no idea what kind of family is gonna be living there. I just know it's gonna be for a family, and that is all. So yeah, and also if you haven't seen Twitter as of lately, I mentioned this in yesterday's video, but in case you didn't watch it, there's apparently a new kit coming out, not next week, but the week after. So I don't know if they do trailers for kits, or do they do that? Like, I have no idea. I don't know. Am I supposed to be sitting here on Tuesday ready to record a trailer reaction, or are we just moving on to the next? Like, or we're just gonna skip the trailer and just move on to release? I don't know yet, so we'll see. But there's definitely one being released, not this upcoming week, but the week after. And it looks beautiful so far, so I'm super excited to get acquainted with that kit and have a look at all the items and stuff. We're definitely gonna go through it here on the channel. And yeah, just looking forward to it. Let me know if you've seen the pictures from, I think they were leaked on Microsoft, by the way. And then of course, Simmers, as per usual, go a little bit crazy when it comes to leaks. So they've been reposted a lot on Twitter, and I'm sure elsewhere too. So if you've been on social media platforms other than YouTube, I'm sure you've seen them by now. But it looks gorgeous. The items look gorgeous, not plural, singular. And I'm looking forward to just seeing it all in my game. So yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think about this little apartment in the comments section. If you like it, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT, and the tray files will be linked in my description box. They are over on Patreon, so definitely go check them out if you are interested in downloading those. If you like Roblox videos, check out my Roblox channel, and if you like lifestyle videos, check out my lifestyle channel. Both of those are linked in the description box as well. Thank you so much to Skillshare again for sponsoring today's video. Definitely go check them out by clicking on the link in the pinned comment. I love that site. It's so helpful with so many things. You can always find something new to jump into, delve into, so definitely recommend you go check them out. And yeah, that is all I got for you guys today, so I hope you all enjoyed this little video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!